You ever look at your cat and feel like they're silently judging you? Like you just walked in the room and they already know you've done something wrong? Well, you probably have, at least in their eyes. Cats have this sixth sense for betrayal. You didn't mean to hurt their feelings, but to them, you might as well have joined a dog walking club and changed your name to Trader McWhisker. And look, I get it, we love our cats. We feed them, we pet them, we build them $200 cat trees that they still somehow ignore in favor of sleeping in a cardboard Amazon box. But sometimes, without even realizing it, we do things that make our feline friends feel totally betrayed. Like, I'm never trusting you again, human. Level betrayed. Today, we're counting down 5 common actions that make your cat feel like you just stabbed them in the back with a plastic flea comb. Some of these might surprise you. Some might make you go, wait, was that why Mr. Bluff hasn't looked me in the eye since Tuesday? And some will definitely make you feel a little bit called out. But hey, we're here to learn, grow, and stop getting the death stare from a 9-pound fur ball. So whether you're a first-time cat parent or a lifelong servant to the feline overlords, this video is for you. Grab your cat, grab a snack, maybe don't let your cat hear this part. We're exposing the top 5 ultimate cat betrayals and how to avoid them like a laser pointer dot. Oh, and real quick, if you've ever been given the cold shoulder by your cat for reasons unknown, hit that like button and subscribe, because chances are you're not alone. This channel is a safe space for confused cat parents everywhere. Alright, let's get into it. Here are 5 things you might be doing that make your cat feel completely betrayed, starting with something that sounds innocent, but to them, it's practically treason. 1. Changing their food without warning. You ever waltz into the kitchen one morning with the confidence of a 5-star chef, plop down a new, premium, food brand for your cat, and think, they're gonna love this, only to be met with a slow blink of betrayal and a refusal to even sniff it? Yeah. Welcome to Feline Fine Dining 101, where the stakes are high and the palate is extremely judgmental. Cats are creatures of habit. They like their world just the way it is. You rearrange the furniture? They'll knock over a plant in protest. You switch their litter? They'll poop exactly once next to the box to let you know they disapprove. And food? Oh, food is sacred. See, in your mind, you're doing a good thing. Maybe your vet recommended a healthier option. Maybe the old brand was out of stock. Or maybe you just fell for some slick packaging that said, made with real wild-caught Alaskan salmon, even though your cat has never seen a fish in their life. But to your cat, you just poison their trust. Suddenly dinner tastes different, smells different, feels different. It's like if you walked into a Starbucks, ordered your regular caramel macchiato, and they handed you a kale smoothie and said, it's healthier. You'd cry, right? Exactly. And that's why your cat is standing over the food bowl like a jaded restaurant critic, staring up at you like, you call this chicken? Now, I'm not saying you can't ever change your cat's food. In fact, sometimes it's necessary. But here's the trick. You've got to do it gradually. Veterinarians recommend mixing in just a little bit of the new food with the old, say, 25% new and 75% old, for a few days. Then slowly up the percentage over a week or 2 until they've fully transitioned. That way, they're not blindsided. It's more of a slow betrayal, and honestly, that's all cats ask for. Because to them, being surprised by a new flavor is like your best friend showing up with bangs and a nose piercing out of nowhere. Like, we needed to talk about this first. So take it slow. Respect the food ritual. And maybe, you'll avoid being ghosted by your own cat at mealtime. 2. Giving them a bath when they didn't ask for it. Let's talk about one of the greatest acts of treason in the feline universe, the unwanted bath. You may think you're doing something helpful. You rolled in dirt, sweetie. Let's get you cleaned up. But to your cat, you've just initiated the wet apocalypse. Here's the thing. Cats are self-cleaning machines. They spend up to 50% of their waking hours grooming themselves. If cleanliness were an Olympic sport, cats would sweep the podium and still have time to lick their butts in front of the camera. So when you pick them up, carry them into the bathroom, and run warm water like some kind of medieval torture chamber, you're not helping. You're violating a centuries-old trust pact. Have you ever seen a cat's face the moment water touches their fur? It's this mix of shock, betrayal, and a deep existential crisis. Like, why have the gods forsaken me? Followed by, you did this. And I will never forget it. Now don't get me wrong, sometimes baths are necessary. If your cat rolled in motor oil, had an unfortunate litter box incident, or got into something truly unholy, looking at you, mystery backyard goo, then yes, a bath is better than letting them become a walking biohazard. But here's the golden rule. Only bathe a cat when you absolutely have to. And when you do, prepare like you're going into a boss fight. Towels? Check. No-slip mat? Check. Treats for bribery? Double check. Chainmail armor and prayer candle? Not a bad idea. Some pro tips. Use lukewarm water, not hot. Use only cat-safe shampoo, no human products, please. They're toxic for cats. Keep it short, sweet, and as stress-free as possible, and never, ever laugh while they're wet. They know. Once it's over, give them space. Let them hide in shame. Offer treats as an apology, and maybe sleep with one eye open. Because trust me, they remember. 3. Taking them to the vet without warning. Okay. Picture this. Your cat's lounging peacefully, sunbeam on their belly, not a care in the world. Then, BM. You scoop them up, shove them in a plastic box, and take them on a car ride filled with strange smells, loud dogs, and thermometers in places that shall not be named. If betrayal had a soundtrack, it'd be the sound of your cat crying in the carrier. Now let's be real. Vet visits are super important. But to your cat, you're not being responsible. You're an accomplice to crime. Cats hate surprises, especially ones that involve car rides, strangers poking at them, and the dreaded table scale, which, by the way, always adds like a pound. Rude. And here's the kicker. Cats are smart. You think they don't notice when you pull out the carrier? Oh, they know. They always know. Suddenly they vanish into thin air, teleporting behind the couch or inside your sock drawer like little feline ninjas. So what can you do? 1. Normalize the carrier. Leave it out like it's part of the furniture. Toss a blanket in there. Occasionally toss treats in too. Let them get comfy with it before vet day. 2. Practice short rides. Take them for a 5-minute drive now and then, with no needles, no doctors, just a car snack and some gentle words. Make it positive. 3. Talk to your vet about fear-free techniques. Some clinics are trained to make the experience less traumatic. Separate cat areas, calming pheromones, treats during exams. Yes, it's a thing. Most importantly, give your cat time to recover. When you get home, don't expect them to jump into your lap and purr. They just got abducted, examined, and possibly jabbed. They need time to process. Give them space. Apologize with tuna. And maybe, just maybe, they'll forgive you by next Tuesday for replacing their favorite stuff without asking. Let's talk about your cat's stuff. That old, slightly tattered blanket they nap on? That hideous scratching post that's been shredded to oblivion? Yeah. You might look at those and think, time for an upgrade. But your cat looks at them like, this is my throne. Touch it and you die. Cats are all about scent and familiarity. That beat-up bed? It smells like them. It's safe. That ragged toy mouse missing an eyeball? That's their war trophy. So when you suddenly throw away their favorite blanket and replace it with a new luxury cat cave that looks like a modern art piece, they don't think, "Wow, thanks." They think, "Where's my bed, Karen?" And this isn't just picky behavior. Cats associate their belongings with territory, comfort, and security. Changing that out of nowhere can stress them out more than a barking dog at 3 a.m. 5. Ignoring them or petting them the wrong way. Okay, cat parents, we gotta talk about affection. You'd think giving your cat love would be easy, right? Like, "Here's a nice ear rub, buddy. Wanna cuddle?" But with cats, there's a right way and a very, very wrong way. 1 second they're purring like a motorboat, the next they've activated murder mittens. It's not you. It's that you pet them like a dog. Rookie mistake. Cats are way more sensitive to touch than dogs. Their bodies are covered in nerve endings, and certain spots, like the base of the tail or belly, can be "touch me and die" zones. Also, cats choose when they want attention. Pet them when they're not in the mood, and you've just crossed an invisible line. Worse, ignoring them when they are in the mood. Like when they jump on your laptop while you're working. They're not trying to ruin your day, they're saying, "Hey, love me, now!" And if you don't, well, congratulations, you've just committed emotional treason. So there you have it, 5 totally relatable, slightly ridiculous things that make your cat feel utterly, dramatically, soap opera level betrayed. I mean, think about it. 1 minute you're their trusted human, giver of treats and chin rubs, and the next, you're the villain in their personal telenovela because you dared to buy grain-free kibble. The audacity. But hey, we all mess up sometimes. The important thing is that we learn, we grow, and we bribe our cats with enough treats that they eventually forget we ever gave them a bath. Maybe, if this video made you laugh, nod, or whisper, "Oh no, I've done that," then you, my friend, are officially part of the Cat Parent Confession Club. Welcome. We meet every Tuesday next to the fridge. Now, before your cat starts walking across your keyboard in protest, go ahead and hit that like button. It lets the algorithm know that you're one of the good humans. The kind who asks permission before petting a belly. The kind who mixes the new food slowly. And if you're into funny, slightly chaotic cat content that makes you feel both seen and judged by your own pet, subscribe. Seriously, join the family. We drop new videos every week, and they're full of real-life feline drama, myth-busting, and the occasional emotional breakdown over a broken scratching post. You know, cat stuff. Also, drop a comment below. What's something you did that made your cat look at you like you just committed a felony? We want to hear the betrayal stories. Alright, that's it for today. Go hug your cat, with consent, hide the carrier, and remember, you may feed them, love them, and scoop their litter. But in their eyes, you're still on thin ice. See you in the next one. Meow out.